Why does the black man serve the white man? Why does everything the black man do benefit the white man? Why does the black man say freedom is doing what I want to do? And why is it that everything he wants to do enriches the European?
Welcome to the desert of the real.
I wanted to ask you, did you listen to that show that I was on?
Yes, painfully I did. Painfully I did.
I heard they had another show recently, the last show they had called Pan-Africanism is Dead or something like that, or I don't know. But the guy that I was going against, I never really knew who that was, but somebody had said his name is Big J or something.
Oh, okay.
Big Jackass.
What?
And it's like he was trying, like, I didn't notice it until after, like, I had cut it up and put it out there. He was actually saying nationalist like it was a slur.
Oh, God.
You notice that? You're like, oh, you nationalist. Like, wait a minute. So nationalism is bad? That's what these Negroes have wrapped their mind around?
Yep.
So then what's good? If you don't want to control your environment, then what are you? Like, what are you claiming? Because like I said in the video, the dude was double talking. He was telling me, "Are you talking? All these people talking about land and how you got to control the land. Well, there's land right here in America that we control. And he talking about some town somewhere in the United States.
Bootlicker.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess in that town in the United States, you don't pay city and state taxes.
Why, my dude?
Right.
Why are you paying mine to bootlickers? That you understand?
No, but it just what sets me off, Rod, is being ignorant and then being smug is two character. If you put those two characteristics together, it's very hard for me to hold it together.
I hear you.
It's very hard for me because you're a dummy and you don't know nothing, but yet you're trying to play like I'm the one that's stupid.
Exactly. For sure.
You know, I was listening to that in amazement. It's like this dude actually, he was like on some Sheriff David Clark stuff with nationalism.
Oh, God.
You know how Sheriff David Clark hate black people? Like you could just see and smell it on him. This dude just hates black people, meaning that he hates himself.
Yeah.
He probably looks up in the mirror every day and say, "Damn, I want this white woman. I'm the luckiest man in the world. When they gonna figure me out? Because I know I don't deserve her. A piece of crap like me."
Yeah. True that.
That's why he overcompensates because what he tries to be a little cowboy. He wears little cowboy hats and his cowboy boots, and you know he walks around, you know, because he wants to be who they are.
Right.
And he's mad as hell every time he look in the mirror. So if he see you, please
forget about it. It's on.
Your beard, your African beard is intimidating,
I guess so. Apparently.
So, my favorite was the thread where you was going back and forth with homie when you were saying we don't have black power. He was like, black power is responsible for free lunches, and black power is responsible. Remember that?
Lord. Yeah. Then you have no clue what black power is. Like, can you imagine the president of the United States talking about free lunch as an exercise of power? You know, we're the most powerful nation in the world. We give free lunch.
Maybe they got confused with Black Power and Black Panther. You know, they're both P words.
You think small, you'll be small. That's the difference between, to me, the way the brothers and the sisters in the BAIO think and the way that these Black Power Award people think. or that idiot that I was talking to on that Talk Real Solutions show think? Brother Jackass.
So do you think that the show he did was sort of like a, basically that was a follow-up to you?
Yeah. That's what I feel. I mean, I haven't heard it. I can't say for sure. But, of course, it just seems kind of, crazy that would be the topic next after that, because these guys hate Africa. Hate it. They hate being identified with Africa, and they hate anybody talking about using Africa as a resource or a source of power. Their end-all, be-all is here, where they getting foot put up their ass.
Foot the mouth. Yep.
Now you got this guy in office who's going to show you the real power of white supremacy and racism, open up front, blatant. Mm-hmm. And this is the environment that you want to build a nation within a nation in? You're going to negotiate 3 states with Donald Trump? I mean, and people take these niggas seriously? Like I said, you know what we need to do, Minister? And I have been fighting this. I really have been fighting this because you know my philosophy. I don't like giving, I don't like the moon barking at the dog.
Right.
But I think that we need to have a head-on confrontation with these nation within a nation, these Captain America Negroes and these Militant Integrationists, and let's just have a head-up debate where we destroy them and put them into the fetal position. Mm-hmm. I think it needs, and it's not so much for us, because that's the reason why I never wanted to do it, because I don't need that for my ego. I don't need that for my gratification. I think the people need to see these guys get their ass handed to them.
Word. I do. The only thing, I don't feel optimistic that they'll meet us on the battlefield, because I think they've heard what we've had to say. I think they've heard our shows. Mm-hmm. And, they can make a show when you're not there. But, the way we bring it and the way we give the information, I think that they're like, well, that's not necessary. That's the only thing I fear, is that, we'll put the challenge out and there will be no takers.
Oh, well, there's already, I've already put out challenges, no takers. I put out my Captain America Negro challenge. Nobody gave a video response or nothing to it.
None of your usual stalkers?
No, nobody has anything to say.
Not even Sarge.
This is a campaign. What they want is they want me to do a video where they can actually see me, in motion. They don't want to just see my eyes. They want to see me so they can get their baby oil and hot rag out.
Wow.
That's what this is all about.
Baby oil and hot
rag. It ain't got nothing to do with nationhood or whatever. It has to do with niggas thinking that somebody cute. Because how you gonna get on the microphone, yelling and screaming about how you guys don't know what you're talking about, and then you give as an example everything that we talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say hypothetically, because we know there's no black towns in freaking America that control their infrastructure. Any idiot knows that. But let's just give them that. Let's say that there is a black town in America where black people control it. Isn't that an example of nationhood, you idiot?
Should be.
How is that not an example of nationhood? So you fight against, it's the same thing. They love what the Chinese and the Jews and the Italians and the Koreans, they love what they do. They bring it up as an example. Why don't black people, and then when nationalists say, well, you're right. We should be just as nationalist as they are. Then you turn around and turn to us and say, oh, you talking that nationalism shit.
Exactly.
So what are you raising them as an example for? You can't get more nationalistic than the Chinese.
Right.
And you're going to use nationalism as an example to prove your point, and then when we say, well, let's do nationalism, then you're against what we're talking about. You double talking. You have no clue what you're talking about. But yet people are supposed to listen to you. Why? Because you raised your voice. That's why whenever they raise their voice, I say, shut up, nigga. I get just as disrespectful as they get towards me.
Mhm.
Because you ain't gonna shout me out. You ain't gonna shout out my voice because you're an idiot, and I know what I'm talking about. So dumb niggas need to keep quiet.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna do it every single time. Every single time we get up. And the reason why I called into that show, it wasn't even for a confrontation. Somebody had posted it up. I wasn't doing anything, so I said, well, let me call in and see what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And I got in and gave my opinion. I was very respectful. I wasn't only yelling and screaming. Then some ignorant nigga want to come on the phone trying to go at me, and then you a dummy too, a stuttering moron? Nah. I have limited patience. I'm not that mature, as you can tell.
That was one of the
That's why I respect Minister so much, because he's the person that I need to grow up to be.
You keep saying that,
sir. I'm
definitely not being sarcastic either. I really respect his demeanor and the way that he can talk to these people without going off, because my patience ended a long time ago.
Yeah, Minister is he's the
voice of reason. Yeah.
That was one of the hosts trying to go off at you?
No, not the host. The host was respectful. He wasn't. I didn't have a problem or issue with him. I think his name is ABC or something. I don't remember. But the guy who was going up against me is this idiot named Brother J. I call him Brother Jackass. Because all he was doing was yelling and screaming and contradicting himself, getting angry as if that's a point. Like, for some reason, they love the performance aspect of this. Like, if you say something loud, that means you're right. Like, if you get loud, you guys make me sick. Well, nigga, you make me sick. And we don't need to be hearing you. Because, first of all, you had the globe running with it, and you dropped it. You fumbled it.
Mm-hmm.
And as a result of you fumbling the goal, so now, could you imagine, we was formed the BAIO during the Barack Obama's administration. Had we all gotten on board and put our energy into that, this would be nothing, just like it is for us. It's nothing. But these other people wouldn't be panicking so much if they had not put all their eggs in one basket. But you put your eggs in the American basket, and then now Trump is your leader. He's your leader. This is your country, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, we don't have that problem. We know that we just here.
Yep.
We just here. We don't have no leader. We just second and third class citizens living here trying to make our ends meet and trying to, put some food on the table and provide clothing and shelter for our family.
Mm-hmm.
We was that when Obama was president, and we'll be that while Trump is president. Nothing has changed. The only thing that needs to change is how we respond to our future. What are we going to do for the future? And we've came up with that solution 8 years ago.
Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So my thing is, all these people listening to these idiots, our point needs to be right now is, these are the people that got you where you are right now. Maybe you need to try something different.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, isn't it ironic that we doing what Donald Trump did? Because that's how he got into office. He said, listen, these people have not been working for you. You need to get them out of there. And he positioned himself as the person you need to go to. We're basically doing the same thing. It's like all these Captain America Negroes, all these We Can Do It Here Negroes, and I notice all these Facebook Native Americans who's not on the front lines fighting with their brothers and sisters, yet they claiming to be Native American.
Right.
I ain't seen one Facebook Live video from that protest in Dakota. Where are these where are these Native Americans at? I thought this was your country. That's what you said. You letting your brothers and sisters get beat up in the head by cops and stuff, and you ain't doing nothing about it? Come on, man. It's like, I'm just tired. I can't deal with ignorant Negroes. And if you're ignorant and you don't know nothing and you asking questions, cool. But if you ignorant and you trying to pretend like you got it all figured out and we the ones that's wrong, I'm going to light fire to that ass.